our team for the entire game. I thought we started off playing defense and we finished the game playing defense, and made, bench play and fatigue a factor in this game. We had some guys that came off the bench and gave us some quality minutes. It's amazing. I talk about the other guys that come off the bench and give us productivity. As a guy that didn't even take a shot tonight, Gabe, and he had probably the most impact on the game. Took 2 charges, got a 5-second call, got a big rebound, kick out in the second half for a 3-point shot by Barford. Just his energy. I thought his energy just shot throughout this whole team, and you could see our guys playing. Our guys had fun tonight. I thought they played the game the right way against a South Carolina team. You know what they're gonna guard you real hard and get in those passing lanes. They're gonna try to pound you on the boards, and so we did a good job in that department. So, but I thought it was a good team win. I thought our guys rose to the occasion and did a good job of having patience on defense. And I always talk about you got to be able to get to the free throw line. You got to make them, and we made them tonight.
All right, for the raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you. Let's go ahead, Bob.
Mike, they closed within 60-54, then you guys put a 13-2 run on them. I think a lot of guys scored in that stretch. Just kind of, what do you think was the key to that? They really put the game away.
I thought our defense, Bob. I thought we'd start deflecting past, touching balls. We had 25 deflections at halftime. That always tells me the activeness of our basketball team. So in the second half, I thought it continued, and we came up with some of those loose balls. I thought our pressure on those guys, because they went through their forwards a lot in terms of really getting the offense started. And our bigs came out, and they were doing a good job of really guarding them. And I thought enable us to get out into transition on some opportunities, and as I said, and we were shooting in the 1-on-1 real early, and our guys trusted each other. I thought they trusted and shared the basketball. That's why you said it came from a lot of different players, and that's, to me, that's the team I saw early in the year, and so it's just good to see us resemble that team tonight. But I thought it because of the guys that came off the bench. C.J. Jones, 4 rebounds. I thought he was really big for us. Darius Hawks continues to play tenacious defense, and it just seemed like he's all over the place. Then, of course, Trey Thompson, he plays 25 minutes, gets you 6 and 6. So between he and Daniel, that's pretty good productivity. Daniel gets 11 and 6, and between those guys, we have 3 blocked shots. You always talk about protecting the rim. And there's a lot of different ways of protecting the rim. I thought we did it blocking shots, and we did it also taking charges. And now those guys are a little, they don't want to come in there as much. And I thought we did a good job of really being in position tonight.
Coach, the last couple of wins have been fairly close. How nice was it to have more of a comfortable win?
Well, it was just good to see us play throughout the whole game. I think that's the biggest key there. I think if we come out and defend and rebound and just eliminate the momentum plays. I always call them momentum plays. When we're going on a run, don't do anything to kill yourself. And I thought tonight, even though we had some turnovers, but it didn't faze us. We kept playing basketball, and that's again, I thought our guys really locked in, dialed in, played defense, and they had fun with it.
Was Dustin Thomas available, and we're going to go with Gabe tonight regardless whether he was available or
Yeah,
not?
he was available tonight. Those guys were playing well. The guys that we went with, they were playing well.
Hey, Mike, I guess that's Daryl's 6th straight game at 20 or more points. Andrew looked it up and said that's the last guy to do that was Corliss back in '95. What do you think of this run Daryl's on of late?
I think he's doing a good job. I think he's trusting his teammates, and they're trusting him, and he's getting to the line tonight. It was more getting to the line, and then of course coming out of halftime, the shot he made there, where Barford skips it to him, makes a big shot. That's what good players do. So it's good to see him just continue to get better.
And he and Jalen, 49 points tonight. They've had a lot of games like that. Just what do you think about those two guys as a guard combo?
Well, I'll tell you what, that says a lot about them, because South Carolina is a very good defensive team. That's what they do. Defensively, they get into you. And of course, we got some transition baskets for those guys, and they knocked down some threes. But more importantly, they got to the free throw line, and our guys did a good job of getting the ball to them. again, that's a credit to them. That's what they do. They score, and it says a lot about our team, not minding them, taking those shots. So it was their night. It could be somebody else's night. It could be Anton. It could be Trey. It could be Daniel. So, but we know those guys have been pretty consistent throughout the year.
Silva was pretty much a non-factor, especially in the second half. What did y'all do on him particularly?
Well, we fought him for position. The times he got the position, man, you can see he can really score. And I think there was one time in the first half we just kind of walled up with him. And but they looked for him quite a bit. And so we sent a lot of people in there, and he had to kick it out. And they made 4 threes in the first half. In the second half, we did a good job of really getting out there to those three-point shooters and rebounding the basketball. I think that was a big stat in this game, to stay in the ballpark in terms of rebounding the basketball. We made them turn over 18 times, and we scored 26 points off of those turnovers.
Coach, just kind of playing off Bob's question from earlier about Macon and Barford, they were kind of talking about how they really feed off each other, but do you feel like the team also feeds off of them when they're really hot like they were tonight?
Yeah, I think that's, it's been like that all year long. I mean, we know that these guys are, they came here as guys that can put the ball in the hole. And what I'm also trying to get them to understand, that you got to be able to create for others as well. And they're doing that. And I think the trust between those guys and our team, I think it is huge. They know they're capable of going off on 6 to 8 runs themselves, and they've done it. They did it last year, and they're doing it this year as well. So that just tells you a lot about our team. Everybody got roles on this basketball team, and no egos are involved. They know what they bring to the table, and they're doing it tonight. They did a good job.
Last one, Bucky.
Mike, you guys hadn't played an SEC home game in 17 days. Just how good was it to be back home after 3 straight SEC road games? And the crowd was kind of held down by the weather, I assume, but they seemed like the people that were there, man, were pretty loud.
Well, I think the people that were here, I think they were treated to some good basketball. It's amazing, when I always talk about our fans being some of the best fans in the country. They feed off if you get a 5-second count. I mean, that's what took place tonight. They feed off of you have a great charge. A lot of people, just because of dunks and layups and shots and all that stuff, and we're going to have that. But tonight, I thought they fed off of that, and our guys fed off of it. So a shout out to the fans that came up here, and looking forward to the fans that'll be up here Saturday. This team is ready to play some good basketball. I love the other pieces that are starting to come together, and I thought tonight I let them go out and play, and they produce.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.